Alright everyone, welcome back to Jake's Weird Weapons, the channel where we unearth the craziest, most mind-blowing bits of military history. I'm Jake, and today we're diving into one of the wildest ideas the British ever cooked up during World War II. Say hello to HMS Habakkuk. HMS Habakkuk wasn't just any ship. Oh no, this was a plan for a floating island made of ice. Yeah, you heard that right. A massive aircraft carrier built out of frozen water. Let's unpack this insanity. Picture this. It's 1942, and the Allies are desperate to protect their ships from Nazi U-boats in the Atlantic. They need more aircraft carriers to launch planes, but steel is scarce. So, a British inventor named Geoffrey Pike comes up with an absolutely bonkers idea. Why not build a giant ship out of ice? It's cheap, it floats, and you can't exactly run out of water in the ocean. HMS Habakkuk was designed to be enormous, over 600 meters long, bigger than any ship ever built at the time. That's like stacking 6 football fields end to end. It would have weighed 2 million tons and carried up to 150 planes, making it a floating airfield that could dominate the seas. But here's where it gets really weird. This wasn't just ice cubes slapped together. The British mixed wood pulp with water to create something called pikecrete. They tested it by shooting bullets at it, and the stuff barely cracked. Now imagine this icy behemoth cruising the Atlantic. It would have had a crew of thousands, hangars for planes and even anti-aircraft guns. To keep it frozen, they planned to install a massive refrigeration system powered by diesel engines. This thing was part ship, part freezer, part fortress. And get this, it was almost unsinkable. Torpedoes? Pikecrete could take the hit and just get patched up with more ice. The plan was to park Habakkuk in the middle of the ocean, letting planes refuel and hunt U-boats without ever needing a port. So why didn't this frosty giant ever sail? Well, building it was a logistical nightmare. It needed insane amounts of energy to keep cool, and constructing a 600-meter-long ice cube in wartime? Not exactly quick or easy. Plus, by 1943, the Allies were winning the U-boat war, with better radar and more steel carriers, so Habakkuk got shelved. It did build a smaller test version though, a 60-foot-long pikecrete model in a Canadian lake. It worked pretty well, but the war moved on, and Habakkuk stayed a wild dream. Still, you've got to admire the sheer nuttiness of thinking. Let's fight Nazis with a giant popsicle. So there you have it, HMS Habakkuk. Icy, ingenious, and totally bananas. A ship that could change the war, but ended up melting into history. If you loved this chilly tale, smash that like button, subscribe right now, or Habakkuk's gonna freeze your socks off. And let me know in the comments what's the next weird weapon you want me to tackle. See you in the next one!